Good morning, sunshine, evening, moonlight, wherever you're at. This is Charlie.
Philosophers with pens in hand, questions deep, ain't life grand.
An artist, a rabbit, and a torn canvas walk into your mind. The artist freezes, the rabbit wreaks havoc, and the canvas? Well, it's ripped right down in the middle. Sound chaotic? Good. That's exactly where the magic begins.
Nobody cares about the chickens, minds the one we're kicking. Elevate the soul, let it fly, find new ways till we die.
So picture this. You're standing in a dimly lit studio. It smells faintly of turpentine and dreams you can't quite articulate. There's a blank canvas stretched tight on an easel, and it's mocking you. The light from a single overhead bulb flickers, casting shadows that move just enough to make you uncomfortable. You are the artist, and today, you're meant to create a masterpiece. But the brush trembles in your hand. The canvas remains empty, vast as an ocean, intimidating as the silence between two people who've run out of things to say. Then suddenly, enters the rabbit. A jittery little creature with fur that's not quite brown, not quite gray, and the color of storm clouds about to burst. It doesn't belong here. It has no business in the sacred space of creation, but here it is, sniffing at the corners of your life, interrupting your every thought. And just when you think it can get worse, you hear the sound. The rip. Your precious canvas tears right down the middle, like the universe reminds you just how fragile your plans really are. What do? Do you crumble? Or do you learn to paint with the rip? You stand frozen, the brush heavy in your hand. You are the artist, yes, but not in the romanticized sense of the word. You're not wearing a smock spattered with paint. You're wearing the weight of expectation. Your expectations. Society's, your mother's, your father's, the idea of perfection looms over you like a skyscraper. Its shadow so cold and unrelenting. Here's the thing. Your brain wasn't built for this kind of pressure. Neuroscience tells us that perfectionism triggers the amygdala, your fear center. It's the same part of your brain that lights up when you see a bear in the wild, or when someone asks, "What's your 5-year plan?" What the heck would I know? The brain doesn't care if the threat is a predator or a blank canvas. It reacts exactly the same way. Fight, flight, or freeze. And most of us freeze because the stakes feel impossibly high.
Touch me.
Dr. Brené Brown describes this as a shield against vulnerability. Perfectionism isn't about doing your best. It's about avoiding judgment. But here's the truth. The judgment you're running from, it's mostly coming from you.
Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up.
Think about it this way. Perfectionism is like painting a sunset while wearing sunglasses. You'll never see the real colors. So what's the point? We can't claim perfection. It's progress that we pursue. Even Picasso probably painted a few duds before someone said, "Wow, you're a genius." And even then, he probably shrugged and said, "Meh, it's fine." The rabbit is here now, uninvited. It scurries across the studio floor, its fur a disheveled mix of shadows and light, eyes wide with a frantic energy. You try to ignore it, to focus on your canvas, but its presence is undeniable, much like the chaos that infiltrates our lives when we least expect it. You're now at work, juggling deadlines, and feeling completely overwhelmed when your phone buzzes.
Excuse me, sir. Telephone.
A text from your partner about a forgotten anniversary. Your heart sinks, stress levels spike. You're about to lose the plot.
What?
Or perhaps you've just moved to a new city. the excitement overshadowed by the loneliness of unfamiliar streets and daunting task of building a new social circle from scratch.
I'm sorry, what?
Maybe it's the relentless financial strain, bills piling up like an insurmountable mountain, each turning into a consistent reminder of obligations unmet.
I've been the hottest. Whew. Yeah.
These are the rabbits of our lives, the unexpected challenges that disrupt our carefully laid out plans. And then they manifest as the death of a loved one, casting a shadow over your days, or a divorce that leaves you questioning your identity, a major illness that saps your strength and tests your resilience. Yet, believe it or not, amidst this chaos, there lies an opportunity.
I said I'm ready for greatness.
Neuroscience tells us that when we confront these stressors head on, acknowledging their presence without judgment, we activate the brain's prefrontal cortex, the area responsible for rational thinking and problem solving. This mindful awareness can dampen the amygdala's fear response, allowing us to navigate the turmoil with greater clarity and composure. Dr. John Kabat-Zinn, a pioneer in mindfulness-based stress reduction, teaches that by staying present, by observing the rabbit without trying to chase it away, we can find a stillness within the storm. It's in this space of acceptance that we discover our capacity to adapt, to grow, and to ultimately transform the chaos into a catalyst for personal evolution. So, the next time the rabbit appears with its twitching nose and unpredictable antics, remember, it's not here to derail your masterpiece. It's here to challenge you, to push you beyond the confines of your own comfort zone, and to remind you that even in the midst of disorder, you have the power to create something beautiful. Own that power. It's yours. It's always been. It's a biological or a God-given right.
Welcome home, Columbia. Beautiful, beautiful.
And then it happens. The rip. It's jagged, cruel, cutting through your careful plans like a knife through silk, and for a moment you just cannot breathe. The room feels colder. The rabbit pauses too, as if even its mess knows this exact tragedy. But what if it's not? What if it isn't a tragedy? Here's the secret. The tear isn't the end of your art. It's the beginning of a new kind of living. Neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to rewire itself, works very much that way. We are concocted with the power at birth. Dr. Carol Dweck's research on growth mindset tells us that failure isn't a stop sign. It's a detour. When you stop seeing the rip as a problem and start seeing it as part of the process, your brain adapts. You adapt. In Japan, they have an art called kintsugi, where broken pottery is repaired with gold. I'm sure you must have seen it somewhere. The philosophy is simple. The cracks aren't flaws. They're the story. The same is true for your torn canvas. Paint around it. Paint through it. Let the tear become the focal point. Let it remind you that nothing in life is unfixable. Here's the thing. While you're spiraling about your torn canvas, most people don't even notice it. Social psychologists call this the spotlight effect. Dr. Thomas Gilovich explains that we vastly overestimate how much other people care about our mistakes, and the truth is they don't. So what am I getting at? The impostor syndrome. The persistent fear of being exposed, even in the face of achievements, often accompanied by the belief that your flaws will make others view you as inadequate. It's that perfectionism. It's the social anxiety. They are all tied to the same core, our deep craving for validation and our overwhelming fear of being judged. But let me remind you, mistakes are universally human. More often than not, they're what connect us. Neuroscience reveals that embracing imperfections doesn't just help us cope. It actually builds resilience and fuels creativity. And here's the liberating truth. People are far too wrapped up in their own lives to focus on your flaws. And if they do, honestly, they need a life. Meanwhile, the brain's neuroplasticity ensures that every challenge you encounter becomes an opportunity to grow stronger, adapt, and thrive.
I said I'm ready for greatness.
Some practical approaches is to keep a gratitude journal where you regularly document moments of growth and things you're thankful for. This simple habit helps shift your focus from self-criticism to appreciation of your progress. Another technique is to deliberately expose yourself to judgments by making small, intentional mistakes in low-stakes situations. Over time, all of this can lessen the fear of judgment and it builds resilience. Visualization is also a powerful tool. Imagine a moment of failure, then reframe it with a positive or even a humorous perspective. It is your mind. Do as you please. This practice can help rewire your brain's emotional response to setbacks. Finally, seek feedback, not to confirm your fears, but to gain a clearer perspective. The truth is, I created this episode as much for myself as for anybody else. Impostor syndrome and its crippling grip have been a part of my story for far, far too long, decades, if I'm to be honest. But here's the thing. You've probably noticed by now that I don't like to sit and stare directly at a psychological issue. I could have called this episode Battling with Imposter Syndrome, but then where's the fun in that? Well, for me, it's just not my style. I believe many of these struggles can be shifted by taking action, by unfocusing from the problem and stepping into something that changes the internal dialogue. So here I am, raw, open, and admitting that yes, I continue to battle this monster day after day, and yet here I am doing a podcast. Why? Because it helps me feel alive. I just love it. From my early days in radio, I have been hooked. The idea that I'm sending a message and not a road to stardom is exactly how I thrive. It lights me up to share these snippets, these messy, imperfect highlights, in the hope that maybe someone out there will hear something that they need. We try, we fail, we get back up, and we try again. And that is not just my story. And if I can remind even one person that their cracks are where the lights actually get in, then every moment of doubt has been worth it. So here's my 2 cents. Stop waiting to feel ready, because chances are you never will. I still am not. Start messy, start scared, start with that voice in your head telling you you're not good enough, and then do it anyway. Embrace the imperfections because they're what make your story real. Let action drown out every single piece of doubt. Every time you show up, even when you're shaking, you're proving to yourself that you can. And remember this, the masterpiece isn't just the end result. It is the process. That torn canvas, the scurrying rabbit, the trembling artist, they're all part of the story. So paint with the rip, laugh with the chaos, and trust that even in your messiest moments, you're creating something extraordinary.
Look at me now, eyes open. Back up, boy, this my moment. Rep my street, yep, my homies. We be in a trap like white rodents. We be in a trap like blind mice. Life's a gamble, I roll dice. Bet against me, I...
The golden nugget for the day is found in the power of the flawed masterpiece. You know, they say Michelangelo stared at a block of marble and saw David before he even picked up a chisel. But here's the part they don't tell you. That marble, it was flawed. Veins running through it, a reputation for being impossible to work with. No sculptor wanted it. Yet Michelangelo took the risk. He saw potential where others saw a disaster waiting to happen. And the result? One of the greatest works of art in history. Your flaws aren't flaws. They're the veins in the marble, the unique details that make your story worth telling. The masterpiece isn't great because it's perfect. It's great because it's real. And if David can emerge from a rejected block of marble, then imagine what you can create with your life, exactly as it is right now. We are all flawed, especially to one another. And yet the irony is this: without each other, without our differences, our cracks, and our chaos, we'd never find what we're truly searching for. Life is not meant to be perfect. It's meant to challenge us, push us, and connect us in ways we don't always understand. Unless we try, we'll never know. And unless we dig deep into ourselves, daring to face what scares us, we'll stay stuck in the same safe, stagnant spot. But that's not living. That's just existing. Living is messy. Living is daring. Living is risking failure and finding beauty in the attempt. It's more than just having a pulse. It's about feeling the beat of your own heart as you step into the unknown.
You have to believe me.
Until next time, keep being your amazing, chaotic, perfectly imperfect self. Before you go, do me a tiny favor. Hit follow, rate, leave a comment, drop a review. What you say truly matters to me, like deeply. Your support is the fuel for the circus train, and I promise to keep trying to improve. I'm on a mission to prove that even if you think you're a nobody or not famous, you can still be someone for somebody. Take care, stay curious, and remember, nobody cares about the chickens, the rabbits, or the rip, but there's always someone out there that definitely cares about you.
When they fall, does it even matter at all?
Mom, somebody just followed me.
This show is sponsored by lookchaos.co, www.lechaos.co. Genderless, sustainable, trendy lifestyle.
The cosmic dance, it has begun. Nobody cares about the clock.